Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you so much for escaping with us. That's Andrew. And I'm Alex.
And as always, with great power comes great CinemaCon ability. A lot of news, a lot of trailers, a lot of things happening that I did not see. So
I have it all.
You'll be describing these things to me.
I do.
We got we'll talk about that. So it's Doomsday, Spider-Man, Beyond, Mandalorian.
Yep.
Some other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Great. So we'll get into that. I got a new segment coming up.
Hopefully they like it more than the last new segment, which they hated.
But they liked the first one.
Sure, I just guess I did a bad job last week.
Yeah, the third one was bad. Yeah, I don't know.
That's on me.
And we'll start with a high-low buffalo. If you don't know what a high-low buffalo is, a high-low buffalo is someone says a high, something that's good in their life, a low, something that they're not rocking with right now. A buffalo, something random. Hit it.
Oh, I start.
Yeah, hit it.
Well, my high is something I am extremely passionate about that I can't wait to talk about in detail, and that's the Rams officially have new uniforms. Not the most major tweaks in the world, so that's why I'm thrilled about these changes. Andrew?
Yeah. That was good. Yeah. That was good.
Thank you.
You're low?
Yeah,
You just gave me my low. Holy crap.
That was good. The low that I have, I feel like I want to give an apology. I feel like maybe I or we owe y'all at home an apology. We're sorry about last week and how often we mentioned the Patreon. And
So obviously sorry. We didn't mean to piss somebody of y'all off.
Yes.
We get it, though.
Yes,
we get
absolutely.
it. In our minds, we were actually trying to do something good, and it wasn't in our script to be like, oh, we need to mention the Patreon every time we mention a TV show.
Yes.
So we can totally see how that's annoying. We normally wait until the end of a season to kind of review the season all at once.
Yes.
But because so many of these shows were coming out all at once and they're all peak, we wanted to talk about it on the main. We wanted to give the main something about the TV shows. So in our minds, we were like, oh, we're doing extra TV show content on the main.
Correct.
But then it ended up us just being like, It seemed like we were gatekeeping so much, and we really try to balance it fairly. And if we mentioned it too much last week, that's on us.
We totally understand. We're sorry, and we will try our hardest. Nothing like that will ever happen again.
Yeah.
We don't want y'all that watch us exclusively on YouTube to feel like less than or anything like that. And we really don't try and gatekeep. The Patreon. We try and make it extra.
Yeah. So that's what we were thinking. Like, oh, we'll just ramble more about it. Episode to episode or week to week on the Patreon, but
correct.
I think we just mentioned it too much, and that was not our intention. So we're sorry.
That's on us.
Well, we love you.
We love you so much.
We love the patrons, and we love YouTube people. We love everybody. Spotify people, wherever the frick you are.
Yes. So thank you for rocking with us through that. We've got a great episode here where nothing is gatekept from the only on the Patreon. Right. All the CinemaCon stuff is exclusive to this episode. And then my Buffalo. Very simple. I was just at CinemaCon. We are going to be talking about CinemaCon often, but I've got a little story I wanted to tell, which is I met the great people over at Discussing Film. If you're on Twitter, and you watch us, Discussing Film. They sourced us a couple weeks ago with the Brad Winderbaum episode. Him kind of dropping the news about Marvel Zombies Season 2. And that's the most I've ever been sent any tweet ever, was like, holy shit, Discussing fucking Film sourced y'all. They're a big deal. They break a lot of news. And every once in a while, they break character. And so a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, there was a new Star Wars game that was previewed, and instead of like just posting it like extremely professional, newsworthy, they were like, fucking Ben Quadraneros is back. And that's it, right?
That's funny.
And I think that's one of the funniest things ever, and they did it at CinemaCon, which I commended them. I said, you guys had the tweet of the week this week, which is during the Paramount presentation, they showed a trailer for the next Angry Birds film. And they put this really pixelated picture of Red from Angry Birds, and they put, Red fucked and has a kid in Angry Birds 3.
Was that in the trailer, him having a child?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, but like they didn't report that that's a plot point or what they would usually report or usual professionalism. And I said to them, I go, why do you break character every once in a while? How does that happen? And the guy that runs the actual Twitter account turns to me and he goes, I gotta tell you, that was such a boring fucking presentation. I was so fed up. It was like an hour without any actual real news that when that came up, I was just so angry that I was just like, fuck it.
Gotta keep them on their toes,
and I
man.
typed that out, and I just thought that was hilarious. So shout out the great people at Discussing Film. That great story, yeah. So I wanted to give that some highlight. How about you for your high-low Buffalo?
I mean, the last week has been a lot of highs. You know, we've been filming. You know, we got some podcast news that's coming up. That's exciting. That might happen. You know, we've both been traveling. You were at CinemaCon. I was at Houston. Met a lot of you guys. Nostalgicon is great. I'll just say, the game shows. I mean, we just did a Stranger Things one for Tales of 85 that's coming out later this week. So a lot of fans came out. Fan won that, got to go to a special screening for that. I really enjoy meeting y'all and filming those and friends being in it. I love planning them, and it's just a lot of fun. So all the activities and events that have happened this past week have been my high. But that was a lot of fun. Low, I know I mentioned it last week, but hand is still healing. I did impale my hand with a knife. If you didn't see that, I messed up a magic trick. Knife went into my hand. It's a lot better. It looks just like a little scab. I can still feel it like internally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a scab on top, but it went so deep. Like, if I pull my fingers back, like, I know something in there is still trying to figure itself out.
That's disgusting.
And it's been 2 weeks, and my whole palm is still bruised. Like, you can definitely still see that. So I'm still feeling that. And I just noticed that I think some of the stitching is still in there. Like, I see, like, that's not part of me. You know what I mean? So
that's not good.
That's probably not good. Buffalo, I feel like it hasn't been a while since we've done one of these. A little mental health check-in. Wanted to just tell y'all that we're glad you're here. We're glad you're listening. We appreciate y'all. You know, if you're stressed, you got a lot of stuff going on. We get it. We hope we're an escape for you. We're here to remind you that I don't know what's going on with you. You got a lot of negative stuff in your life. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff going on. I get it, but you got some positives out there too. So here's your reminder to maybe take a breath, focus on those, and be a little bit kinder to yourself. You know, you're probably being a little bit too hard on yourself. God loves you. Other people love you, and we love you. We love that you're here. You know, if nothing else, we appreciate that you're here and you're watching the thing. But so just focus on some positives today. That's my challenge. All right.
This is going to be a fun escape. Let's hop right the fuck into it.
Focusing on positives.
What do you want to start with, man? Do you want to do it in order of how it was presented to me?
Sure, because Doomsday will be at the end.
Correct.
Obviously.
Or do you want to do it in escalating order of the craziness? Because if we start it in order of things, then I'm about to talk to you about the opening scene of Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
You do whatever you want, Bubba.
That's a blast from the past. We haven't said Bubba in several months.
I am at your leisure.
I don't think that's how that works.
I am at your beck and call. You can do whatever you want to me. Free use.
Youch.
You didn't like that?
I don't know, man.
He off camera to me. He was like, "I wish I could use you whenever I wanted." So that's like literally right before we started filming, he said that, and now he's acting all like innocent, clutching his pearls. Get out of here.
I can't believe you've done this to me because there's no way they're gonna believe me that I didn't say that, but I did it.
Yeah,
that's factually incorrect.
Oh, sure. Rachel, did he say that right before the podcast? She's nodding her head.
Unbelievable. I'm surrounded by betrayers. You're all a bunch of Benedict Arnolds. You're Thetis. You're Benedict Arnold. And Jenks is Brutus.
Brutus.
A two brute. You like that shit? All right, we're starting with Dune Part 3.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that's the one that our audience cares the least about, despite the fact of that being the most anticipated movie for many, many people. For this year, I have seen the first 7 minutes of the movie. They showed us the entire opening scene. Going forward, major spoiler warnings. I'm going to be talking about everything they showed us in detail. So if you want to go into Dune Part 3, or Mandalorian and Grogu, or Supergirl, or Doomsday knowing nothing, this isn't the episode for you.
Okay.
They did show us the first 7 minutes of the film. They also showed us that new trailer that recently came out. I think you saw that in a theater. I hadn't seen that trailer before. It's an amazing trailer.
The best thing about the trailer is just the music and the chanting to me. Some of the cinematography, too, with his cape going is crazy. But, yeah, Timothy shouting at the top of his lungs, put into a song by himself.
Yeah.
Zimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nuts.
No, real nuts. But so, they showed us the first 7 minutes of the film. The opening scene is like a battle, and it's very People are going to hate that I'm going to compare this, but we are nerds. There are better comparisons. Maybe a better comparison is Saving Private Ryan. But for our nerd audience...
Battlefield.
Very similar to Force Awakens opening. It's ships that are clearly meant to mimic boats, like the opening of Force Awakens with the First Order transports, but they're Dune-ified, so they're very rectangular, and it's a lot of guys holding on, and it's flashing lights, and it's bumpy in the ship, and this and that. I don't recognize a single character except for Stilgar, Javier Bardem's character, Lisa Al-Gaib, him, the Glazer. And they get to a planet, and right before they get to the planet, they're talking about how water comes from the sky on this planet. And obviously, they're all from Arrakis, so they don't get no water. So that was pretty cool for them to all walk out and it be raining, and they're all freaking out about it. It's not a Camino planet. It's not all water, but it is seemingly raining all of the time on this planet.
Yeah.
And then... Stilgar tells everybody to get down for some reason. He notices something in the distance. And there is a cannon used by the opposition in this scene.
Yeah.
And the camera is at the perspective of the soldiers. And it is legitimately one of the most devastating and scariest weapons in cinema history. It is not like a singular blast. It's not like the Death Star or anything. It's this tall pillar with a gun. And it's a machine gun, but they're lasers that are extremely powerful. People are getting hit by them, and they're just atomized, essentially. They are exploding. And they're taking out all the ships, and it is the way it's shot, because it's from the perspective of Stilgar and the troops. It is horrifying. So the opening scene is very much kind of setting the tone. The war is not going well, and it is fucking us up.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy. I'm really excited for the movie for sure. The only major other thing that I wanted to talk about from the presentation, no date.
You think they're moving?
They did not say in theaters December 18th the way that, we'll talk about it later, Marvel hammered home. Marvel was like, Doomsday, December 18th. It just said in theaters exclusively. It didn't say December 18th or December even, I don't think.
Interesting.
So maybe they're moving, I don't know, but it did look fucking incredible.
They should. Someone should. But
I don't think Doomsday's moving.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Not at this point, but
yeah. We'll see though.
So did it make you more excited for the movie?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after seeing the trailer, because I hadn't seen the trailer yet.
The trailer definitely made me excited for the movie. But I was already excited for the movie.
Yeah, but it's Denise.
But a giant atomizing laser sounds pretty sick.
It was sick, but it was like so scary. Like I'm not
Javier didn't die, right?
No.
Good.
I'm not even hammering it home enough, like how scary it was.
I mean, you were talking about some movie with a dude getting swallowed by a whale. That scared me more.
Yeah, whale fall looked real stressful. Real stressful.
Just, I'd take the laser.
Than getting swallowed by a whale?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because you said like you couldn't even see where it was coming from.
No, it was terrifying.
A squid grabs the guy.
Oh, it was terrifying.
Underwater.
Yeah.
Shoot me with a laser.
Yeah, me too. Sure. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Next, let's move on to... they showed some stuff from Clayface.
Oh, yeah. I think he kind of described this a little bit to me.
They had an entire trailer for Clayface. It is intense, fully rated R body horror.
So just so horror.
Like
what did they show that made it so horror?
So they showed an entire trailer, and the opening shot is him with bandages all over his face, covered in blood. Like it looks like Harvey Dent, Dark Knight, like that, but bandaged.
And this is the DC. This is James Gunn's universe, right?
This is the DCU. Correct.
This sounds very like the Batman universe, so dark and horror and real or whatever, but like. I like the fact that James Gunn is kind of coming out and being like, oh, we just did Superman, now we can do this. Like, that's interesting to me.
Yes. And we're about to talk about Supergirl. And Supergirl's got a very interesting tone that's completely different from Superman. So we'll talk about that. But so the number one things I wanted to say, they did do a shot. It's in an alley, and you just see Clayface's shadow, but he does do a big club arm. Big... circle arm with spikes. You see that in the trailer. But
I like that a lot.
So that was great. But we do see a shot of the actual surgery where a guy is literally cutting into his face. Ew. That looked fucking gross.
Yeah, sounds gross.
The most unsettling shot from the trailer, though, is the final shot where he is sitting in a bathtub and you can see sandy particles on his face. And at one point he just goes like this, like he's like doing one of these, and his face is now flat. And it looks really real.
Oh man, they've got so much cool like practical and CGI type effects to work with in this movie. That's gonna just be fun to witness. That's cool.
But it's just flat. It's just like a
which Batman villain would you most want to be and most not want to be? Is Clayface now like your number one? I don't want to be that because my insides and everything would just be goo.
I don't want Clayface. I imagine that there's somebody I'd rather be less though. There are some tragic. I mean, I don't want to be Mr. Freeze. I hate the cold, and my wife is dead. She's not dead, but she's like dead. You know what I'm saying? She's essentially dead.
Yeah, but you're trying to make her not dead.
Yeah, that sucks.
Does Clayface have any family though? You can at least like transform into people. That's kind of cool. You're a shapeshifter.
Yeah, that's my point. I'd rather be Clayface than Mr. Freeze. I think lesser known one. Frankly, I didn't know anything about him until he showed up in Creature Commandos. But Dr. Phosphorus.
I mean, his backstory sucks. What was he trying to do? Just cure cancer or something?
Yeah.
And then he's a radioactive man?
And the gangsters rubbed his blood in his family's blood.
His hands.
His wife and his daughter. And then they atomized. They fucking radioactive him.
It's a great show.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But just like day to day, I feel like being Clayface, especially at the start.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there and you're melting.
There are shots of him melting. There are shots of his face and he's like trying to catch it.
That's awful.
Yeah. Very The Substance, I thought. Throughout the trailer, I was like, oh, this is very clearly. I mean, that's why they're making it. Because The Substance won like 15 Oscars or whatever it was.
Yeah.
On to, the next DCU project they talked about, which is Supergirl. So this is something I want to talk about. Last year, you and I raved about the Superman panel.
Yeah.
All the questions.
And how respectful they were of the character and how much they seemed to care. Yeah.
Every single question that was answered by whether it was James Gunn, David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnan, Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult, all of them seemed to we were like, oh my gosh, they understood the assignment so hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't feel more the opposite with the Supergirl panel.
Peter
Safran is asking Millie Alcock questions. She could not care less, which is accurate to her character.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, I would much rather have that in this movie because that's the feel of this movie.
Absolutely.
If that was the feel for the Superman, I'd be a lot more worried.
I'm sure. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It's just something I noticed. Like, it couldn't have been farther. And, like, they had Jason Momoa there. And they're like, what was it like to be Lobo? And he was like, dude, I did this in this movie and it was fucking sick.
Yeah. Great. I'm fine with that.
So it was just interesting, like, how connected the Superman versus Supergirl. Same. It's Peter Safran asking the questions, like same interviewer, everything, but it's like, no, completely different vibes. So, they did describe. There's apparently a very emotional scene with Kara and her father that's entirely in Kryptonian, and they were raving about Millie Alcock's performance because she's like the way they had her talking in Kryptonian. They said it felt like she was speaking a language that she had spoken her entire life.
Nice.
And still her performance, because when they're watching on set, there's no subtitles. So 90% of the crew's got no idea what they're saying. And still many, many people were emotional. Like a lot of people raved about that scene. So I'm excited to see that, obviously. And another major news, Jason Momoa only filmed for 15 to 18 days. So he is barely going to be in this movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So good to know. So they did show us an entire sequence. I don't want to talk too much about the sequence. It is an action sequence. I thought it was good. Thought it was fun. There are shots in this. It's the bus scene. You see it in the trailer where she gets on the space bus. There are shots in this scene directly out of the Woman of Tomorrow comic. Like there's a scene where an alien is like falling asleep on her, where it's like that is a panel in the comic. So, I've said this before. I'm not exactly super thrilled that it does seem like to be a direct adaptation of that book to screen, but this kind of scene that I watched kind of reinforced that a little bit. But it was a good action scene. It was cool. Heavy focus on her not being... She's depowered. And
yeah, so I was about to say that most of the action scenes in the Supergirl trailers so far are like she's in a bar and she's actually like she's doing like hand-to-hand combat, and I know maybe she's not, she's on a yellow sun or a red sun planet or whatever, but I hope they're not all like that.
I kind of have the feeling that they are. It's like a big point in this scene where she's like, are we near a yellow sun? And they're like, maybe. And
I'm sure there'll be like one or two scenes where it's like, oh, now we are. Now I can pop off or something.
Yes.
And it's like, that'll be cool. But at the same time, it's like we have so many other characters that are street level that we get those kind of fights. If you're doing a Supergirl movie, let her be Supergirl.
A little bit, yeah.
We'll see. So, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. But they did, after that, show us extended shots in the Supergirl trailer. It was the same Supergirl trailer, just with extended shots. We got a great look at David Cornsweet, who's back, and he's just the best.
He's just the best.
Come
on the podcast.
Oh, he's the best. He's just the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, I think. He says like 2 lines. Yeah, he's better than you.
I'll take it.
Yeah. He says like he's got like 1 line and he's like, hello, but like it's just he's so perfect. What do you want next? What are you in the mood for?
What's left? Odyssey?
I wasn't there for that. But okay. I heard that they just showed the thing that they're showing in theaters, the Trojan horse scene.
Oh, okay.
So we've all seen that.
So we got Spider-Man and Doomsday and some other Disney stuff. We got
Spider-Man, Spiderverse, and Mando and Doomsday. You want to do Mando?
Yeah, let's do Mando.
I've seen the entire opening sequence. It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and this is the AT-AT in the snow scene where they're falling off the mountain or whatever.
Correct. So everything you've seen in the trailer, everything on the snow
1 through 10, the scene.
Planet. That scene?
Yeah.
6.
The 20 minutes you saw is a 6?
7.
Interesting.
It's like a fine to good episode of the show.
Okay.
What I saw. Mm-hmm. It's not amazing. Reminds me a lot of like episode 4 of season 2. Like it's just like I could take it or leave it. This could be 1,000 times better. There's a moment that they lean into him being Star Wars Batman that I loved. That I fucking loved.
I'll probably eat that up.
But we've seen it before in episode 6 of season 1, which is you and I's favorite episode of the entire show, and it's way better in that episode.
Interesting.
I have heard that a lot of Mando and Grogu, the movie, is practical sets, practical locations, on location, not using the volume. Super excited for that. 80% of the shots in the opening are on the volume. And I think you can tell. And there are some shots where everything in the AT-AT was a built set. And so that's the best action sequence we get because it's clearly a built set. But a lot of the stuff on the snow planet is clearly the volume and it's not as great. A lot of cute Grogu moments. Grogu at one point is cold and he sneezes because he's cold. And it is very, very cute. Grogu is very, very cute. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get into all the specifics, but there was something that disappointed me a little bit in the opening, which is the new Razor Crest is just a gift from the Rebellion. And for me, like I understand why Mando would want the Razor Crest again. It's big, it's comfortable, it's what he adopted Grogu using. And I understand why Disney would want him to be in the Razor Crest again. It's a lot more iconic to his character than the N1 that they gave him in Boba Fett and Mando Season 3. That being said, it doesn't make any sense logistically because the Razor Crest as a ship sucks compared to the N1. The N1 in lore is a way better ship. And, like, I remember when the Razor Crest got blown up, because then he's flying around with Boba Fett in the Slave One. Slave One, way better ship than the Razor Crest. And so it was like I was like, oh, and then he gets the N1, and I'm like, oh, this makes perfect sense in lore. I understand why they've brought the Razor Crest back, but, like, Mando's, like, thrilled about this gift from the Rebellion, and I'm like...
We're going to just believe that they, like, totally tripped out the Razor Crest, and now it's got all the bells and whistles that everything else has.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But, you know, it's cool. It's not amazing, but it works. It's like a good episode of the show, I would say. All right. Let's get into the cream of the crop here, boys. You want Brand New Day or you want Spider-Verse first?
Spider-Verse.
Okay. My first words I wrote was, holy shit.
Cool. That's a good sign.
So the opening scene is the final scene from Across the Spider-Verse. But it is entirely from Prowler Miles' perspective. So you see Uncle Aaron and Miles on the rooftop, but it's from Prowler Miles' perspective. He texts Uncle Aaron and he's like, "Who the fuck is that with you? That is not me." Comes in, punches him. You see him get tied up. You see him wake up. He's explaining to Uncle Aaron, "My Uncle Aaron was a bad guy. He was a prowler. He didn't know he could be," and then all that. But you're seeing it all from the higher up because that's where Prowler Miles is. Then he comes down. They redo the scene. "I'm Miles Morales, but you could call me the Prowler." Way less aura because the music isn't playing how cool it is at the end of Across.
Yeah, the music helps that a lot.
The Daniel Pemberton score helps that scene a lot, and it's a different score in this scene, and it's not nearly as grand. Now, it shouldn't be as grand because it's not the end of a movie, it's the beginning of a movie. And then it got a little too jokey for me.
That's a good sign to me. And here's why.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, obviously.
Yeah.
But one of my concerns going into Beyond is that the levity in the first two is a good counter to all the heavy stuff in the movies.
Sure.
And a lot of the times, especially at the end of a series, the last one is so serious.
Yep.
And sometimes that works, especially because, what we're dealing with here is Miles's dad is gonna die, and can we save him? And Spot, he's super creepy and all this stuff. So I'm fine with it being a little bit more serious, but I was afraid going into Beyond that they were gonna suck any of that out because Across is really funny, and so is In 2.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons why I like those movies so much. So I was hoping they'd still keep a little bit of jokiness. So just the fact that there's any is somewhat of a positive.
They're going back and forth on the pronunciation of Morales and how do you roll the R's or not. And so it was
between the two.
Yes, and he's like Morales, like it's that back and forth. Yeah, it didn't really land for me.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like it was a little.
You see what I'm saying though?
I understand what you're saying, but I have no doubt it's Lord and Miller. Like Project Hail Mary's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I don't doubt that this movie's gonna be funny, but I will say, the trailer that they showed was not funny. It was very dramatic, very endgame coded, which I will get to. But so it's that, and then they do exactly what we think they do. Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands. They do that.
Nice.
And that's how he gets out. And then they showed a whole trailer. Yeah. So there is a lot of Prowler Miles and our Miles fighting in the trailer. But it is just very obvious to me that Prowler Miles is going to be a good guy. We're not exactly surprised by that, but it's something I wanted to say. The trailer I've written down, the trailer was special. 2099 doesn't have a new suit. It's the same suit as last movie. A lot of us thought maybe he would do the white and red suit. He doesn't. It's the same suit. We do see him and Miles fighting multiple different shots.
This movie's going to be nuts.
Spot has a line. Is
he full creep mode?
Yes, he's doing the creepy voice. And he says, "I just wanted to be taken seriously." And it's a shot where he is... The best comparison I could say is in Pokemon Platinum, how Giratina appears. Like he is coming out of the floor and he's entirely black, but it's not the colorful black that we see when he first gets the powers on Indian Spider-Man's universe. He's coming out and he is like dripping the black, and it is crazy.
I bet that animation looks sick.
Oh, it looked incredible. There's more shots on the Gwen planet, or the Gwen universe, that we see them talking with the sailboats.
And it's the art.
Yeah.
The splashes of art, yeah.
But he's upside down on like a crane. And she's like walking up to him, and then she's like gonna join him by going.
They're gonna end up together?
Down. I don't know.
They're in different universes. Like, are they just gonna always like multiverse travel anytime they want to see each other? Or does one pick one of the other's universe? Or do they have to have one of those like, solo, Han Solo moments where there's like a wall in between them and they just have to never see each other again?
How's that a Han Solo moment?
In Solo, at the very beginning of the movie, he gets separated from that girl.
Oh, Kira.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, you like that?
Good
Paul?
reference. Yeah. And then
you had to ask me a Star Wars question, you bum.
This'll make you happy. We see Spider-Ham. It's still John Mulaney, and he makes a joke. Peter B says, "Hey, can you take care of Mayday?" And frankly, I couldn't hear it very well, but Spider-Ham makes a joke and everybody laughed. So I was like, all right, there's the humor that you're looking for. Good. I mean, if Spider-Ham's in the movie for a decent amount, it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
And Peter B is obviously the best. Mayday looks like she's maybe, I guess she hasn't grown up a little, but she looked a little bit bigger. And then the last thing I want to say is the animation throughout the trailer, throughout everything, it's still top notch. It's what you want. It's a different aspect.
Better or worse than Invincible?
This guy's rage baiting me. It was unreal. I mean, there was a shot in the trailer where you see all of the different characters in all of their different universes, and it's all different art styles. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They did change the aspect ratio. The opening scene was square.
Oh, interesting.
I know. So I wonder if they're changing the aspect ratio from universe to universe. We will see. Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yep, let's do it.
The posters have already been released, but the way they talked about it, they acted like the posters wouldn't be released. But they've been released. They showed us the entire party scene that we see from the trailer. That is the scene where he's like a neighbor, friendly neighbor. And then he coughs. We see that scene. Here's the description of that scene. So Tom is at like a bodega, and Ned walks in, and he's on the phone. And Tom's on the phone with somebody, and he says, "Let me call you back. Interested to see who that is." Because he doesn't know nobody.
Yeah.
So for him to know anybody,
who's he talking to?
Exactly. And he's like, "Let me call you back," and he just watches Ned. He's being real creepy here. Real creepy. I want to say the shots in the bodega look really fucking good. It's really pretty.
It's not gray.
Correct. It's colorful.
W.
And Ned leaves. He buys something from the bodega. He leaves. And Peter follows him. Follows him to an apartment, and there's a party going on at the apartment. Peter walks into the apartment. He goes into a bedroom. And on it, on a wall, like Philadelphia, what's that show called?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the conspiracy theory meme.
About Spider-Man.
Correct. Ned is looking for Spider-Man.
So is he a big fan, or is he trying to like...
I got you. Ned walks out of the bathroom or something. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm a big Spider-Man fan."
Okay.
He's aware he was saved by Spider-Man several times. So maybe he's aware that of friendship moments they had together while Spider-Man was in the suit. I don't know. But he is fully aware. He believes that it's either the Martin Starr teacher character or Flash Thompson. He's like, those are my two prime suspects. He's like, if you knew those guys, really mind-blowing stuff. That was a funny line.
That's good.
Ned has created an app to find Spider-Man. Peter is aware of said app.
Interesting. Okay.
He's given weird vibes in the scene. Like
who, Ned?
Creepy. So I'm thinking Hobgoblin.
Eventually. Maybe not this movie, but...
He's given weird vibes in this scene.
Interesting.
Weird vibes. And he says that the reason he wants to find out who he is just to thank him. Then Zendaya comes in. They make the friendly neighbor joke.
She making out with somebody?
Yep. Very shortly. Give me a second.
Awful. Kill me now.
Zendaya had an interview for a job.
Kill me.
She got the job, but she turned it down. She said she's waiting for something special. And then Ezra
kill me now.
From Ahsoka walks in saying he's the special that's arrived and
they
starts making out with her.
Yeah, put a gun in my mouth.
I gotta go. And he leaves.
Good. Kill me.
Then they showed the trailer, but they added footage to the trailer, including a shot of him sliding down a building that looked fucking awesome. And then it ends with something you're going to be thrilled about, a very quippy scene. Very quippy.
All right.
There are guys with machine guns.
All right.
And they point him at Spider-Man, and Spider-Man goes, "Really going to do this, guys?" And they're pointing him at Spider-Man. He goes, "All right." And he just starts lunging. And he's doing lunges, and the guy's like looking at him. He's stretching, and he's like, "I got to stretch before battle. I'm not in high school anymore."
That's great. That's fun. That's good.
Yes.
You know, that's awful.
Yes.
I'd rather have shards of glass in my eyes than see that.
Would you rather be eaten by a whale or see Zendaya make out with Ezra?
Nothing's trumping the whale.
All right.
But...
Would you rather your face be falling apart or watching Ezra make out with Zendaya?
Probably my face fall apart.
Okay, that's fair. So I'm just trying to find the sweet spot.
There's ranges.
It's a gray area.
Yeah.
That's where you come
That's where I operate.
So real quick before we move on to the creme de la creme, Avengers Doomsday, and that trailer, we do have, we don't talk about Lego very often. Lego has released official images of 3 Spider-Man Brand New Day sets that include major story moments. Do you want me to not share these with you?
No, you can.
All right. Well, the biggest set of the wave is a big building. It's a Department of Damage Control building.
Let me see.
And it is called Spider-Man vs. Hulk Epic Clash.
Wow. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Where do you see that?
That's on the box. The name is on the box under the age range.
Okay, I see. Is that... Who the frick is that?
Who turned it around?
Captain Boomerang? What the frick?
And then, so there's another set that I'm about to show you that also gives away other plot points.
Scorpion's here too. Interesting.
Scorpion is here. The minifigure looks sick. Then we do see the Spider-Man prison transport chase with the tank that we know so much about. And it is confirmed it is Tombstone in the tank.
Let's go! I love Tombstone.
And the Tombstone minifigure looks great. So he's going to be fully gray, white hair. But something really interesting. The only minifigure, and then the third set is like a Spider-Man buildable figure. It's like an action figure this big that you build out of Legos.
Sure.
The only minifigure in both of these sets, other than Spider-Man, is Tarantula. So will Tarantula be a huge part of this movie? We will see. But yeah, so that I thought was very interesting. That Tarantula is in both of these sets, along with Boomerang, who you pointed out, and Scorpion and Hulk. And it is green, rageful Hulk. Yeah. This isn't Smart Hulk. So just wanted to talk about that for, the Lego stuff. Before we move on to the big stuff, ladies and gentlemen, we got a full 2.5-minute trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Real quick before we get into the trailer, a couple things. They are not moving the date. December 18th, they hammered that home. They said it 15 times during it. They announced their new theater format, Infinity Vision. Everybody knows if Dune comes out on the same day, they don't get any IMAX screens. Dune has all the IMAX screens. So they've literally created their own IMAX level format, Infinity Vision, like an Infinity Gauntlet. It's a very MCU logo to show this movie.
Sick.
Yes. The first movie that will be shown in Infinity Vision for a new release, but they are re-releasing Avengers Endgame in September with Infinity Vision with never-before-seen footage, so they're going to add deleted scenes.
They did that already, though.
And they said extra special stuff.
Interesting.
So maybe an after-credit scene. They did say in this presentation, Doomsday picks up exactly where Endgame left off.
How?
No idea how that's going to work.
Yeah, because freaking Steve's
Captain
in
America. Correct. They did hammer home. Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr., is 100% a new character. He is not an Iron Man variant. None of that. He is 1,000% Victor Von Doom from another universe. All right. Here are the notes. Opens with the Xavier School sign that's on the floor.
I've heard there's a lot of X-Men in this trailer.
It's almost entirely in the X-Men universe. The universe with Cyclops shooting that we saw from the X-Men trailer. It's everything with Doom is in that universe very obviously. It's dark. It's like a dark void. Not the void like Sentry. Not the void like Deadpool and Loki. Just for lack of a better way of saying it, it's a black void. It reminds me a lot of the Endgame final battle. Looks like that. We hear Doom. Frankly, I heard it twice. Couldn't tell it was him either time. Doesn't sound like Robert Downey Jr. Distinctly an accent. I thought it was somebody else. Did not think it was Doom, but everybody's hammering home that that's 100% Doom. So, very much not a Robert Downey Jr. voice. So that's interesting. It opens, Professor X is getting blinded by something. Then we get a Doom shot. Hood looks good. Looks good. We never get a close-up. We don't get a great look at him exactly. Then we see Avengers Tower. Completely different shape. It's got the new Avengers logo, the red. Looks kind of shitty to me. And we see the Fantastic Four are joining them, meeting everybody. Kind of a lot of people are at Avengers Tower. Sam is there. Sam Wilson is there. Bucky's there. All the Thunderbolts are there. Whatever. Then we get a great shot at the new Cyclops suit. It looks like $1 million. It looks fucking phenomenal. And then something that you're going to be excited about. We see a fight between Gambit and Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
That's the best moment of the trailer for me. It looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, just that concept sounds sick.
Like, it's just they're fighting. Their powers look so good. The 10 rings look awesome.
10 rings against flying explosives? Bro, freaking...
He's not really using the explosives. It's more with the staff.
Oh, he's got to throw some cards at those rings.
Yeah, we didn't see that. But it looks really good. Then we see a fight between Yelena and Mystique. And then Mystique becomes Yelena. So it's a Yelena fight. And then, biggest deal of the trailers, thing that everybody's talking about is Thor is narrating after Doom. Here's what he says, word for word. I fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together. They died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one. Everything they sacrificed will be for nothing if we do not stand together. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters. And it's cute because when he says brothers and sisters, brothers, it's a shot of Johnny. Sisters, it's a shot of Sue. So I was like, oh, that's cute.
Cute.
The biggest moment of the trailer, the thing that got everybody going, whatever, is fully powered Stormbreaker lunging at him like when he lands at Wakanda. Bring me Thanos, full blue around him, full axe to Doom, and Doom stops it with two fingers like this. And it's Stormbreaker, and then it's a shot of Thor being like shocked, and you see like his eyes getting more blue, and still nothing's happening. So I imagine a very early scene, maybe even the first scene, is Thor versus Doom. It's that, and it's like, holy fuck, like Thor couldn't do nothing to do.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so scared, and that's why he's assembling the Avengers the way he is.
How interesting. That's a cool introduction to Doom, man.
So that's your first time you've really heard about that trailer in detail. What are your thoughts, my man?
Yeah, a lot of characters. I mean, I'd heard bits and pieces of that, but nothing. So yeah, I assume nothing about the plot, really. We have no real idea what's going on.
No.
Yeah. So that doesn't really answer my questions there. But from whatever I've heard from everyone, Nikhil has also been skeptical of Doomsday.
Yes.
I'm very excited for Doomsday. I've always said I've been excited about Doomsday. I trust in Robert Downey Jr., Kevin Feige, and the Russo brothers. You got to put some trust in them. But I also have my reservations because I just have no idea what's happening. Nikhil said it on his live stream the other day. It's hard, or his video. It's hard for me to not think you're pandering, after bringing back your main character and turning him into a villain, and then also bringing back Steve Rogers. Like, it's just hard for me to not be worried. And I get that. And Nikhil even said to me, he was like, you're even still more excited about it than me, even after my skepticism. He's like, you're going to come out of this movie and you're going to love it. I'm going in super negative. And he even said, he was like, I guess I still have a monkey brain because I watched that trailer and I was excited. So everyone coming out of it saying that they were excited makes me even more hopeful, even though I already am excited. Shang-Chi versus Gambit sounds sick. The introduction of Doom like that sounds sick. Like, I want him to be Doom. I want him to be moving on Demon Time. I just want to know what the plot is a little bit.
I am so sorry. I forgot about one of the biggest moments in the trailer.
Okay.
I am so fucking sorry. Thor says we're going to need a miracle at the end of his speech. And then you get a shot of Thor and he's like, no, it can't be possible. And then it cuts. It's Steve Rogers. And he's like, this isn't possible. And the way it's confirmed that it's actually Steve as he goes like this and Mjolnir comes to him.
Yes. Okay, I think I had heard something about that.
Sorry, forgot to mention that. Sorry, I did want to let you talk. Yeah. I want to say something very important.
Okay.
This is not the Steve we see in the trailer.
Is it old Steve?
It's Infinity War Steve. The Steve we see in the trailer is Endgame Steve, clean cut, more blonde hair. This Steve is Infinity War Steve.
Does he have a beard?
Long brown hair, beard.
What the frick is going on?
I want to say something. The wig is fucking terrible. The wig is atrocious on this Steve. It's like a weird bob. Like, it's not like slicked back like it is in Infinity War. It's like out here as well. It looks like Bucky in like Winter Soldier. It looks terrible, in my opinion. Okay. So that's something I wanted to say. I want to say this. Everybody is raving about this Doomsday trailer. So excited about it. All the people on the internet want to see it because everybody's raving about it. I think I have more reservations after seeing it than not.
So you're more worried about the movie after seeing the trailer?
Yes.
Well, you're the only person that said that.
I know, and Hat Guy's being Hat Guy or whatever, and I'm sure when the trailer releases, everybody will say, but I've been hearing people say that it's like an Infinity War level trailer. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Like, if this was the Infinity War trailer, there would have been cheers for every single character. They show Sam Wilson in this trailer. He gets a solo shot. Everybody was silent. Twice. Like, there are just some characters in this trailer you don't give a fuck about. There's a lot of Namor shots in this trailer. You don't give a fuck. There's a lot of Shuri shots in this trailer. You don't care nearly about those characters that you care about the characters in the Infinity War trailer when you're showing Gamora doing the snap and you cut to Hulk and Doctor Strange and this and that. Like,
when does Gamora snap?
In the trailer, she's like, if he gets all the stones, he could do it at the snap of his fingers like that. And then it cuts to Robert Downey Jr. He's like, say his name again. Thanos. Oh, it's so good. It's so like that. Like,
no, I agree with you.
This trailer was like fishing for fan reactions, and it hit on a lot of them. Gambit versus Shang-Chi got a big cheer. All the Cyclops shit got a big cheer. All the Doom stuff got a big cheer. But it was like, it was like every shot in this trailer is like they wanted everybody to cheer, and everybody cheered for about 50% of the trailer. And so I do want to say, like, you have the entire movie is just jangling keys.
No, well, that's what we're worried about.
That is what we're worried about, and this trailer made me feel like it is more. If that makes sense.
But the jangling keys rock, apparently.
Some of them do. Some of them do. Something I do want to say, I think a lot of people think that this trailer, they might pressure them to release this trailer soon. No. This trailer may never see the light of day. I do think we will see a trailer in the next couple months, but I do not think it will be this one. Or if it is, they need to work on it a lot. There were a lot of unfinished shots in this. Now, CinemaCon is notorious for this. They show stuff at CinemaCon all the time that's unfinished. They showed The Flash months before it came out unfinished. Last year, they showed us How to Train Your Dragon. And when they introed it, they were like, some of the dragons are going to look kind of bad. Like, it's not finished. That's how I felt watching this trailer. The trailer is definitely unfinished. There were multiple shots. We get shots from the trailer where Ben Grimm meets M'Baku. That's not in the desert like we saw in the original trailer. It's in the ocean, and Namor has, like, parted the seas. The ocean looks fucking terrible behind them. It looks so bad. It looks so much worse than the white void that was behind them in the trailer that they released. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this trailer where I'm like, wow, that looks like garbage. The shot of... I mean, I already complained about the wig on Captain America. That doesn't look good. I just told you about the shot of Thor with the two fingers. It's an exciting moment. The CGI blue lightning does not look good. Does not look like it needs to look. So I was watching this trailer, I think a little bit more reserved than everybody else.
Okay.
What do you think about all that? What's your number one takeaway from all the CinemaCon stuff we just went over?
Dude, Michelle Jones is making out with somebody else. Kill me.
Fair.
My boy's been through enough.
He's not your boy. Don't call him your boy.
Spider-Man?
Don't call him your boy.
Spider-Man?
Tom Holland. Don't you dare.
I love Tom Holland.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You hate on him more than anybody else.
I hate on his movies. I've never hated on him. I don't think anyone could ever find a clip of me saying that I don't like something that Tom specifically has done.
You don't like that he's funny. He's not funny.
That's his script. That's not him. And I also think he's hilarious in Civil War. I literally last episode said Tom is amazing. I have a problem with Homecoming, and it's still a Spider-Man movie. Still like it. I don't like the writing in his movies. I think Tom's great. You have asked me on this podcast, people ask me all the time who my favorite Spider-Man actor is. Every single time I say I could make an argument for any of them. I could make an argument for Tom being my favorite Spider-Man. I have said that on this podcast over and over and over again. So frick you.
I still don't think you should be allowed to call him your boy. Because you hate on Homecoming so much.
Okay. My boy had to watch his girl make out with someone else. And I don't like that.
I don't like this. You got a segment for me?
Yeah. So, given all this news, I have a segment called What If? And this is basically King of the Hill, but with scenarios of future movies. I'm going to give you things that could happen in future projects, and you have to choose which one you would rather have, and that one stays. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I've got Spider-Man, I've got The Boys, and I've got movies in general for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Or the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to do first?
The Boys.
Okay. We got a few. What are we, halfway through the season? A little less? A little more?
Something like that.
So I'm just going to give you things that could happen in the rest of season 5 of The Boys. You tell me which of the two you'd rather have. dies. Frenchie dies.
I would rather Frenchie die.
Why?
Because I love and I think...
You don't like Frenchie?
I like Frenchie, but I think he's going to die. I think it's more likely that he dies.
Because of the Kimiko stuff?
I think I'm more prepared for it. is kind of one of the boys that I would be very sad, I think, if he died. I want him to live a life with his daughter.
You don't want Frenchie to live a life with Kimiko? They already kind of set it up that they aren't the same.
Yeah.
But they're so cute.
Not this season. She's really annoyed me this season.
No, she's got the porn addict thing.
It's weird.
So you want Frenchie dies. That stays.
Yes.
Okay. Frenchie dies or Ashley dies after being convinced by her second face conscience to do the right thing.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
And you like that.
And I like that. So I'd rather that.
Okay.
Because I'm like rooting for that.
What do you think she's going to do? Is she going to actually do anything helpful, or is she just going to die in vain?
I hope that she would do something helpful. Yeah, I don't know.
She'll get us the location of V1 or something.
Something. Yeah, but I absolutely think that's where we're headed.
Okay. So you'd rather that than Frenchie dies. Okay, so Ashley dies after being convinced to do the right thing, or Kimiko goes back to being mute.
Yeah, I'd pay good money. But she needs to go back to being mute for the rest of the season. I don't care about her being mute for when I'm not watching her. I just can't stand her. Like,
so are you picking that one?
If it means she's mute this episode, then yes.
No, so not this episode, but next. And then like the last 3 episodes, she's mute. You get one more episode of her not being mute.
That might be worth it. It's half the season.
It's up to you.
No, I'll stick with Ashley.
Okay, Ashley dies. Ashley dies after being convinced to do the right thing, or the Deep has a threesome with a dolphin and a starfish.
That's funny. I'm sticking with Ashley.
Okay. Ashley dies, or Vought is still a thing and Stan Edgar runs it.
Ooh.
At the end.
That's bad. I don't like that at all.
I don't like that at all.
Ashley.
Either. You want Vought to be completely destroyed? I
want Vought gone, yeah.
Vought needs to be gone.
I
know Homelander is the hub of that, but he is the hub of that because of Vought.
Yeah, 100%.
Vought needs to go with Homelander.
100%, I agree.
Ashley dies, or Queen Maeve returns. Which would you rather happen?
Ashley dies.
Really? I want Queen Maeve back so bad.
I understand why you do, but like I would love to never see Queen Maeve again, and she like legitimately is just happy. I think that would be so sweet.
I was about to call you homophobic because you didn't want her in the show, but now it's kind of homophobic that I want her in the show because you want her to have a happy ending with her girlfriend.
Like you're being selfish. You don't, because if she comes back, she'll probably die, and I don't want her to die.
I do.
I love what they did with her in season 3. I love that she didn't die and just gets to live.
But we need her.
But she's kind of a bad person. She's done bad shit.
They all have.
But fucking Starlight, that first episode, and she's like, fucking get your shit together after she was just raped. Pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Well, the Deep is still in the show, and he actually did the raping, so...
You're right. But he's going to die.
He definitely needs to die.
The most, awful...
During the threesome with the dolphin and the starfish, he's going to die.
He'll have the worst death. I think his death will be worse than Homelander's.
It'll be goofier than Homelander's.
Sure.
Yeah.
When the show is over, we need to rank all of the ways that people died.
Yeah. Okay, so Ashley dies as beating Queen Maeve returns.
Yes.
Okay, Ashley dies or Butcher somehow survives.
Ashley dies. I do not want Butcher to live.
Me neither. He should go bye-bye.
He should die in the last episode. Like, I need a full season with him, but he's so awful.
Yeah, he was ready to just totally send his son in to die. And he's ready to genocide all superheroes. Okay. Ashley dies, or Huey ends up killing Butcher, and he leads the boys instead.
I don't like Huey killing Butcher.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Ashley. Ashley's my favorite so far, by far.
Ashley dies, or Starlight explodes the Deep's penis with her powers. Maybe that's how he dies. Her lights go bzz, and then just poof.
I understand thematically Starlight killing.
Wouldn't that be a full circle moment?
Yes, thematically that's good.
He assaults her with that penis, and then she blows it up in the final episode.
But we've seen penis blowing up in Gen V already.
Yeah.
So I'm that's not a new thing. So for me, I understand thematically why it's good for her to blow up his penis, but I don't want Starlight to kill the Deep. I think it's too good for him. I want him to die in
stupider.
I would love if Homelander killed him.
Yeah. Ashley dies or all Soups die.
Ashley dies. I don't want all Soups. I want Starlight to live, I think.
Ashley dies or Sister Sage ends up being behind everything, and it works out with her being in power or alive at the end, just like she planned.
But she's so bad, so I don't want her in charge at the end, so I don't like that either.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah. Do you think that could happen? I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's getting out of her control even.
I hope, but I do think there's going to be... we haven't gotten a big twist yet this season. There's going to be some big twist that she's responsible for.
Yeah, maybe. MM gets to kill Soldier Boy.
Oh.
Your boy MM, you like him?
That's number one.
You like that one?
That's better than Ashley for sure.
Okay.
That is good, man.
Last few. MM gets to kill Soldier Boy, or Homelander loses his power and then suicides.
MM gets to kill Soldier Boy, I'd rather.
Okay. Last one. MM gets to kill Soldier Boy, or Homelander dies in the most epic, perfect fashion.
Yeah, if you nail the Homelander death...
That's going to be the best.
That's got to be the best.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. So that's why I kept that one to the end. So the top two were MM kills Soldier Boy and Homelander dies in the most epic fashion.
Correct.
Okay, I've got two more. Do you want to do movies or Spider-Man?
Let's do Spider-Man.
Okay. I try to start with ones that we wouldn't like and then eventually get into good ones.
I love it. You have scaled this so correctly.
Thank you. All right.
Unlike Invincible.
Oh,
bam,
shoot.
Bam, bam.
Okay. What if scenarios for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Number 1, they bring Aunt May back to life.
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Or 2, Bruce Banner is in the movie, but not Hulk. I know Hulk's kind of been confirmed at this point, but this is a what if.
Bruce Banner. I would like that, I think.
Okay.
I obviously want him to be proper Hulk.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't, I don't think I'd lose sleep over it.
But you'd lose sleep over Aunt May coming back to life.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Now, if you change this, Marissa Tomei is in the movie, but it's a flashback. I would love a Marissa Tomei.
No, she's
flashback.
back to life.
No, that's terrible.
So Bruce Banner is in the movie, but not Hulk, or Smart Hulk is in the movie, but not Rage Hulk.
Bruce Banner not be Hulk at all, but he's not Smart Hulk.
Correct, I agree. Okay. Bruce Banner is in the movie, but not Hulk, up against Rage Hulk is in the movie, but is bad / under mind control the whole time.
Oh my gosh. I'm fine with him being under mind control the whole time as long as he's destroying shit.
Just to bring Hulk back after all this time and just immediately make him a bad guy again would really bother me.
No,
and
I want him to be a bad guy.
For part of the movie, but I don't want that to be all he is just another rage monster. I want Rage Hulk, but I want him to be at least helpful. I don't want him to come back after. The last time we saw him was in Infinity War where he lost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right.
So but you're going Rage Hulk is in the movie, but under mind control?
No, I'll stick with Bruce Banner.
Okay, Bruce Banner's in the movie, but not Hulk, up against Rage Hulk is in the movie, but has about as much impact as he has in Infinity War.
Bruce Banner, not Hulk.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Because the only impact he has in the movie is
to show that Thanos is super strong.
He gets beat up.
So if the villain is, so and so and he bitches the Hulk,
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's what Okay, so Bruce Banner is in the movie, but not Hulk, up against the Tank is actually the main villain of the movie. It is an anthropomorphic tank that is sentient and has a huge 20-minute fight scene with Spider-Man.
I love it. No, no, Bruce Banner.
Okay, Bruce Banner. Okay, Scorpion has as much screen time as the Rhino in TASM 2.
I think that's so possible, and I don't care. I'm still sticking with Bruce Banner not being Hulk, because I think that's fine, and I think that Mark Ruffalo is such a great actor. I'm totally fine with that. But, it wouldn't bother me at all if Scorpion was barely in the fucking movie.
So which one are you staying with?
I'm staying with Bruce Banner because I think I like it.
It would bother
more.
me because I've wanted a Scorpion for so long.
Yeah.
And I like the suit and I like the character and so it's like I don't want like just one slow-mo action fight scene at the end like that bothered me. Okay. Bruce Banner is in the movie but not Hulk. Sadie Sink is Mary Jane.
I love that. I know that she's going to be Jean Grey, but I love her being Mary Jane. I'm agreeing. I'm going with that one.
Okay.
I love that.
Sadie Sink is Mary Jane up against Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Just because we kind of know that she's Jean Grey.
Do we?
I'm going to say Mary Jane.
Okay. You'd rather that?
Yeah.
It would be an interesting way to introduce Jean Grey right before all the X-Men stuff in Doomsday.
I think that's probably what's going to happen, yeah.
So Sadie Sink is Mary Jane up against Peter Gets Back Together with MJ, Michelle Jones.
Dog, so easily Sadie Sink is Mary Jane. I do not want them getting back together. That's why I was actually pretty excited about the Brand New Day poster that we saw with her in the lens. Because she's probably going to die.
She looks like Mary Jane in that picture. Like she looks like Kirsten Dunst in like a Spider-Man poster with Tobey Maguire.
I hope they kill her.
When I first looked at it. Sadie Sink is Mary Jane up against Spider-Man goes full human spider with 4 arms.
Yeah, I think he'll have 4 arms in a dream sequence, but I don't think he'll have 4 arms ever in real life. Yeah, I'll go with Sadie Sink, Mary Jane.
Okay. Sadie Sink is Mary Jane up against Daredevil is in the movie.
Daredevil is in the fucking movie. Not even close.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. That would be so awesome.
Okay, Daredevil is in the movie up against there is TASM 2 level action scenes for Tom.
Daredevil's in the movie.
I'm going obviously the action scenes.
Yeah.
Because I assume that if I don't pick that one, then that means that he's getting lame action scenes. And I don't want that. Dude, imagine.
I like his action scenes in Homecoming. I was rewatching some of those. The one on the ferry is so good before the FBI shows up.
And then boats get split in half. And,
yeah. Not really his fault.
Well, it's his fault for going in there when Tony
told
him
fault.
not to.
It's actually Iron Man's fault because he said the FBI. He was handling business. He fucked up everybody. He fucks up Matt Gargan. He fucks up everybody. And then the only reason he hesitates is because the FBI comes in.
Yes, the FBI who was trying to get all those people arrested and maybe even take down the whole criminal organization that Iron Man set up based on Spider-Man's clues and told Spider-Man not to go in there.
Iron Man only set it up because Tom Holland didn't believe in himself yet, so he was always calling Iron Man. And that's what that movie's about. By the end of it, he believes By the end of it,
that's not Tom's fault. Messing up an FBI investigation after Tony Stark literally told him not to. And his entire character that movie is just wanting to impress Tony Stark.
No, it's
and then he has to get saved by Tony Stark 5 seconds later.
He doesn't get saved by Tony Stark. Tony Stark's the reason the boat got cut in half.
No, it's Tom's fault.
No, because he said the FBI because he didn't trust Tom.
Still my boy though. Toby Andrew come back.
Oh, Daredevil.
Me too. Daredevil up against the end credit scene as Dr. Doom.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. I don't think that that's possible.
I think it's possible.
I don't think so.
So you don't want it?
No. Give me Daredevil, yeah.
Cool. All right, last ones. These are movies in general for in the future. What if these scenarios happen? Which one would you rather have?
Mm-hmm.
In Supergirl, Crypto dies.
Yeah.
Up against Clayface sucks.
Crypto dies. So handedly.
Nuts.
I don't want Clayface to suck.
I don't want Crypto to die.
I think that movie could still be great if Crypto dies.
It's like a Rocket Raccoon level death scene with floors.
Yeah.
And she's holding Crypto.
Yeah.
That's heart-wrenching. I don't want Crypto to die in the second movie. Beyond the Spiderverse gets delayed again.
Crypto dies.
Wow, I'm taking Beyond.
Sure. Beyond getting delayed would be cool.
Would be cool? I didn't say it was going to be cool.
They just need to make it as good as possible, you know?
So you're doing Crypto dies or Beyond?
I'd rather them delay Beyond if it means that the movie doesn't suck.
The movie wouldn't suck either way.
Then yeah, Crypto dies.
Crypto dies up against Mandalorian and Grogu is a bottom 5 Star Wars movie.
Fuck. Crypto dies.
Where do you think Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be?
I hope it's better than Phantom Menace.
What's the bottom 5?
Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. Return of the Jedi.
Do you think it's going to be better than all of those?
I hope.
Okay.
I like season 1 and season 2 of The Mandalorian better than all 5 of those projects, handedly.
Okay.
So this is a movie, yeah, I would hope.
Crypto dies up against Michael is a two-parter.
I think Michael is a two-parter, and I think that's a good idea.
Interesting.
So I'm going to pick Michael's a two-parter, and the second part is Jackson.
I like that. Crypto dies up against Godzilla -1 is good. Or -0, sorry.
Yeah.
Crypto dies up against Godzilla.
No, Michael Jackson. Michael a two-parter.
Okay, great. Sorry.
I'm picking that.
Michael is a two-parter up against Godzilla -0 is good, but I legit will not stop talking about how attractive I think he is the whole time.
Yeah, I'm picking that. Godzilla easily because that's good for business.
But like I'm also doing it like during the movie. I'm like, dude, he's so freaking hot. And you're trying to watch the movie, and I'm like, holy crap!
I'm gonna
so
go see it
right
without you the next day.
Okay, Godzilla -0. Andrew is
weird
hot,
about
hot
it.
and bothered.
Yep.
Up against Toy Story 5 brings Andy back. He's married and has kids, and Woody and the gang end up being his kids' toys.
That is so fan servicey. That's like a Reddit fan theory. That's too much for me. I'll go with the Godzilla one.
Okay. Godzilla up against Scary Movie is the funniest movie of the last 2 years.
Oh, that'd be sick. I'm picking that.
Okay.
I would love for a genuine comedy to come out and be fucking hysterical.
Yeah. Do you think? I don't think it'll be that funny, but I think it'll be good.
I don't think that's possible. I think it's going to be dog shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Scary Movie is the funniest movie of the last 2 years up against The Legend of Aang releases in theaters.
The Legend of Aang releases in theaters.
Yeah.
At this point, release it in theater. Like, release it in theaters
point
this week.
Just give it to us. From everything I've heard, it's great. And
do you know anybody personally that's seen it?
Maybe. And yeah, I get where Paramount didn't they do Teenage Mutant Mayhem?
Yeah, but that released in theaters.
I know, but it didn't do very well. And they did Transformers 1.
That didn't do well.
And that didn't do well. So I understand that this was probably their K-pop Demon Hunters pull of
Avatar is Avatar.
But I think they miscalculated. You miscalculated. I think the Avatar fans would show up more than the TMNT and Transformers fans. It's different.
It's the third most viewed thing on Netflix last year.
Yeah.
Came out in 2005.
So I want to make it very clear that I have always wanted it to be in theaters.
Always.
I'm still pushing for it to be in theaters.
But
please
now especially.
Tag Paramount in this video. Message your theaters. I don't give an F. Do something. We're going to make it as, we will go see it. We'll push for people to go see it in theaters. I will go see it in theaters.
I'm not going to see it the way that it's out right now.
No.
Like, I'm not,
No.
But, like, I don't... Hey, guess what? I'm not going to see it if it's on Paramount Plus either. Like...
well, I'm definitely going to see it.
Obviously. But, like, fuck... Like...
So
put it out in theaters. Goodness gracious.
I get their reservations given their last 2 animated movies or whatever.
I didn't think about that, though. That's interesting.
Like, I understand the motivation behind it. But, again, like, Transformers has been a thing for... They have so many different Transformers. Like, you've gotten Transformers TV shows and toys and movies.
The Transformers 1 marketing was like, it couldn't have
been
more
It was terrible.
abysmal.
TMNT, you've gotten multiple different TV shows and multiple different comics and continuities. Like, yeah, we've gotten some Avatar stuff. We've gotten the live action. We've gotten Legend of Korra. But we have not gotten an animated thing with the 4 main characters, with the main...
With the gang.
And with the gang in 20 years. And people would show up for that, I think.
Of course they'd show up for it.
I mean, yeah, so anyways.
It's bizarre. But so what?
We would love to watch it.
As of right now, Paramount is buying Warner Brothers. So what? We're never going to see an animated Warner Brothers movie ever again?
No, I don't think that's... I don't know.
Like, this sentiment that you're making is fair based on their track record. But what? So what? Paramount just doesn't put animated movies in theaters anymore? Like, it doesn't... It shouldn't matter.
Not always, but I think they might have had... this was just safer for now. You know what I mean? I don't know. So anyways, last one. Go release in theaters. The Legend of Aang releases in theaters up against The Odyssey is Nolan's best film.
Aang in theaters. Is it called The Legend of Aang, by the way? I think it's Aang the Last Airbender.
I think it was Legend of Aang to begin with. I don't know.
Yeah. Aang the Last Airbender in theaters over Odyssey being Nolan's best film.
Yeah.
I don't need him to top himself. Dark Knight, Inception, Batman Begins, Tenet,
imagine a movie comes out
Oppenheimer.
this year that is better than Inception, Interstellar, and The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah. Do you have any reservations about the Odyssey at all?
Not really.
You think it's like guaranteed 9 out of 10 or above?
It's a guaranteed 8.5 or above.
I kind of think it could be ass.
Well, you're just not fun to talk to.
Like, that setting for Nolan...
Homie, he's done a historical biopic, he's done something in space, and he's done something in people's minds.
What the fuck is the biopic he's done?
Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah. But that's like...
He's done a movie inside
40s.
Someone's mind. He's done a movie inside of a black hole. He's done a movie during World War II. And you're scared of the ocean? Frick you.
Not the ocean, but it's like really old-timey. Like way more than anything he's ever done. Like the Prestige.
Greek mythology. Give that to Nolan and we're going to complain about it?
The Prestige is the oldest he's ever done.
He's done a movie in reverse chronological order and forward at the same time.
Yeah.
And he pulled it off. He did a movie about magic. And you're scared because there's a Cyclops in this movie? Frick you.
I'm just saying.
Frick you. It's going to be peak.
You don't think it could get into its own head a little too much? He has done.
Well, he did that one time, and you liked it.
You don't like Tenet. I don't like Dunkirk. Dunkirk sucks to me. So it's like...
I can't remember Dunkirk.
I think every couple bangers he has a dud.
The Odyssey ain't going to be it, man.
Interstellar's kind of a dud.
All right.